Hi, good afternoon. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing great today. Well, I'm back with a new lesson and it's about sentence. What does the term sentence mean? Sentence is a group of words. It's a group of words. It has some characteristics. What are the characteristics? The first characteristic. The first characteristics expresses a complete thought, a complete sense, a complete meaning. It expresses complete thought, a complete meaning, a complete sense. Look at in an example. Blue the sky is. It's a group of words, but it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any thought. It doesn't make any meaning. So it's not a sentence. The sky is blue. It's also a group of words and it makes a sense. It makes a thought. It makes a meaning. Now let's go to check out what is another characteristics of a sentence. Another characteristic of a sentence is it's a combination of a subject and a predicate. Now, what is subject and what is a predicate? Subject is a doer of action and predicate is a combination of verb and object and stating a statement about subject. Let's go to check it out in an example. Ram goes to school. Here is a sentence. It's a group of words. Ram is the subject of the sentence because Ram is a doer of action. And the remaining part of a sentence is called predicate. Here is a combination of verb. It's a verb and object. It's stating a statement about subject. Now, how many types are there of a sentence? A sentence has four types according to function and according to structure. Now, let's go to check out the first, the types of the sentences according to function. Here is given an image about the types of the sentences according to function. Let's go to check it out on board. There are four types of sentences according to function. Remember, according to function, the first one is declarative sentences. Second one is interrogative sentence. Third one is imperative sentence. And fourth is exclamatory sentence. Here are the types of the sentences according to function. The first one is declarative sentence, second one is interrogative sentence, third one is imperative sentence, and last one is exclamatory sentence. Now, what is a declarative sentence? Declarative sentence is also called an assertive sentence. Declarative sentence tells us something. It tells us normal statement. Look at in an example. Ram likes Sham. It's a declarative sentence because it tells us something. It tells us normal statement. And this type of sentences end with full stop. So what is the final punctuation of declarative sentence? Full stop. It's a full stop. Now let's go to check out interrogative sentence. What is interrogative sentence? Interrogative sentence tells us, it asks us something. It asks question. Now let's go to check it out in an example. Does Ram like Sham? And this sort of the sentences end with sign of interrogation. So what is the final punctuation? Here is the final punctuation, sign of interrogation. What is the next type? Imperative sentence. What is an imperative sentence? An imperative sentence tells us order, command, and request. So it tells order, command, and request. Look at an example. Stop it, don't go there. And this sort of the sentences end with sign of exclamation and also full stop. Now let's go to check out the last part of exclamatory sentences. What is an exclamatory sentences? It tells us surprise. How beautiful you are. How funny it is. So these are the examples of exclamatory sentences. These sentences express surprise. And what is the final punctuation of exclamatory sentence? This type of the sentences and with sign of exclamation. Now let's go to check out another types of sentences. I have just told you there are four types. Sentence has four types according to function. It also has four types according to structure. Now let's go to check out the types of the sentences according to structure. It has four types: simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, compound complex sentence. But before moving to know about the types of the sentences according to the structure, let's go to check out what is clause. What is the definition of the clause and the types of the clause, and what is the difference between clause and a sentence. Let's go to check it out. What is a clause? Clause is also a group of words. It's a group of words. Clause is a small unit of a sentence. A sentence is made up of one or more clauses, but a clause doesn't. It has two types. A clause has two types. First one is independent clause. Second one is dependent clause. Now what is independent clause and what is dependent clause? Independent clause contains subject and verb, and it makes a sense of its own. It makes a meaning of its own. It can stand alone. On the contrary, a dependent sentence doesn't make a sense of its own. It doesn't make a meaning of its own. It depends on the first sentence. Now let's go to check it out in an example. Ram went to school yesterday despite rain and storm. Ram went to school yesterday despite rain and storm. Here, Ram went to school yesterday is an independent clause, and despite rain and storm is a dependent clause. Now let's see this one. Ram went to school yesterday. It is making sense of its own. It is making a meaning of its own, right? This sentence can stand alone. But look at the another part of the sentence. Despite rain and storm, it doesn't make a sense of its own. It doesn't make a meaning of its own. It depends on the first sentence. It depends on the first sentence. It depends on the Ram went to school yesterday despite rain and storm. So here, despite rain and storm is a dependent clause, and Ram went to school yesterday is an independent clause. Now let's go to check out the types of the sentences according to the structure. The first one is simple sentence. These are the types of the sentences according to the structure. The first one is simple sentence, second one is a compound sentence, and third one is a complex sentence, and fourth one is a compound complex sentence. Let's go to check out in detail about the simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, and compound complex sentence separately. What is a simple sentence? Simple sentence contains an independent clause. It is shorter in length and it doesn't generally have comma. Look at an example. Arhab kicked a ball. Here Arhab is a subject. Here Arhab is a name of a person. Arhab kicked a ball. It has an independent clause. It is shorter in length and it doesn't have a comma. It has a full stop. And I guess you remember what is an independent clause. An independent clause express an independent clause contains subject and verb, and it makes a complete sense. Now what is a compound sentence? A compound sentence contains two independent clauses. It is a longer than simple sentence and it has coordinating conjunction. It also uses comma. A compound sentence. This is an example of a compound sentence. Arhab kicked a ball and it hit a riba. Now here Arhab is a name of person. Ariba is also a name of person. Arhab kicked a ball and it hit a riba. It has two independent clauses. The first and second. So what is a compound sentence? A compound sentence contains two independent clauses. It has coordinating conjunction. Look this one. And is a coordinating conjunction. It has a coordinating conjunction. And it uses comma. Look. It uses comma. Now what is a coordinating conjunction? And, or, but, and etc. are coordinating conjunction. Now, what is a complex sentence? A complex sentence has one independent clause and at least one dependent clause. It has subordinating conjunction. What is a complex sentence? Complex sentence contains or has one independent clause and at least two dependent clause, and it has subordinating conjunction. Look at in an example. Ram cried because the ball hit him. So because is a subordinating conjunction. So what are the subordinating conjunction? Because, though, although, after, and etc. are subordinating conjunction. Now what is a compound complex sentence? It has two independent clause and at least one dependent clause. It has two independent clauses and at least one dependent clause, and it has both coordinating conjunction and subordinating conjunction. One sentence is joined with coordinating conjunction and one sentence is joined with subordinating conjunction. Let's go to check it out in an example. This is an example of compound complex sentence. Ram cried because the ball hit him and I apologized immediately. So what I have just told you about compound and complex sentence, it has two independent clauses and at least one dependent clause. It has both coordinating conjunction and subordinating conjunction. One sentence is joined with coordinating conjunction and one sentence is joined with subordinating conjunction. You can check it out in this example because it is a subordinating conjunction and it's a coordinating conjunction. So I hope you have understood the lesson of a sentence, and I guess you would like my video. So share and subscribe my channel if you like, and don't forget to hit the notification button so it will update you about my upcoming videos. Well, thank you very much. God bless you. Take care.